God, why are you letting this happen? God, did I do something wrong? God, is this my fault? Like, why is this person, experiencing all of these quote unquote blessings and goodness and opportunity? And I feel like I'm getting your rod.
This episode, we could go in a bunch of different directions: theology, theodicies, suffering, parenting. But I want to talk about this clip because I think it really exemplifies how teachings that come from resource like this shape someone's perspective of God, right? Because if you're a child who grew up, say, in instant obedience culture, or who grew up being catechized with like shepherding a child's heart stuff, right? Of like, you're in the circle of blessing if you're obedient, and if you're outside the circle of blessing, you're vulnerable to danger, outside of Gothard's umbrella. It leaves sincere Christians who experience difficulty, suffering, hardship, any number of things, asking, what did I do wrong? Am I outside of the circle of blessing? Is this hard thing in my life the rod that I deserve? Or is it something else? I would anticipate that a little bit down the road, those questions for a lot of people do lead to deconstruction. For others, they lead to a kind of doubling down on the concrete talking points they've been offered. This is something we talked about with Catherine McNeil and Jason Haig in a recent podcast, and they do a great job talking about the stages of faith formation and development in their book, Mid-Faith Crisis, which is really good. I recommend it. Kind of concrete certainties doesn't last. And so how we negotiate the faith formation when the questions come up matters. And talking louder about some of those concrete answers, as we'll see later in the podcast, is going to end up being really unsatisfying in the end. But it can carry you a good ways. But I just want to note and kind of applaud that question. It's a really reasonable and understandable connection. I think it really ties into the kind of catechesis a lot of children raised in Christian homes are offered.